Hey guys, welcome back to Mr. Monroe's Math. As just a quick review before our quiz coming up, multiplying decimals, but also with partial products. We know the standard algorithm to multiply would use the values that are here. And remember, you're not lining up any decimals or adding any value, extra value that you don't need to. So initially what we can do, actually let's do both of them. So we would start with this value here, the 0. We'd multiply all three of these values here. And anything times 0 is 0. And that's multiplied by the 1's value. Now if we move over here, this is what's the 10's value. So we would have to add a 0 because anything that you multiply would be a value multiple of 10. Okay, so very scientific notation version. For example, if you times 10 to the third power or something, that would be moving the decimal 3 times and making the value with 3 extra zeros. So if we're back to here, we're multiplying from the second 0, and again, everything times 0 is 0. There are 3 digits, so I add the 3. And now we move to the 2. It's 200, so everything's going to have the value with an additional 100. So I'm multiplying each of these numbers. 2 and 8 is 16, and I'm actually regrouping down here instead of up above. So that's 16. 2 times 3 is 6, plus the 1 is 7. And then 2 times 1 is 2. Of course, we add them all up. 0, 0, 6, 7, 2. And there's one decimal place here. So that way, at the end, I need to move the decimal 1 spot. So I'm going to have an answer of 2,760. There's a shorter way that we could also do. I'll do that down here. With the same value. Multiplying 200 times 13 and 8/10. And that is exactly what we did before, because no matter what, there are 2 zeros. So the only work we have to do is we're multiplying by values of hundreds. So again, I'm keeping these all lined up, and it's going to be a multiple of 100 because I'm doubling this 200 value. 2 times 8 is 16. 2 times 3 is 6, plus the 1 is 7. And then 2 times 1 is 2. One decimal place, so I move it 1 spot in to make the number smaller, because we're not multiplying by 138, we're multiplying by 13 and 8/10. So we get our same answer of 2,760, like we did up above. Now here's, I guess, what you would say the new math. So don't worry about the difference between the old math and the new math. The new math here with partial products is simply showing the distributive property. And we are distributing this 200 to both the 13, which I color-coded, as the whole, okay, and then 200 also with the value of the part, or 8/10, which we would then add together, because multiplication is repeated addition. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply and use this 200. This also, using partial products, allows us to do this mentally without all this extra work because of the fast facts that we know. So 200 times the 13, okay, plus, again, the value of the 200 times the 0.8. And we want to have that 0 in front, so we are showing the value of the decimal itself, so we're not forgetting. So we are going to draw a quick little caret under here to show what we're doing for the work, because sooner rather than later we'll be working on order of operations again. So 200 times 13. So really, again, the same thing we're doing. We're multiplying by a value of 100.
Mrs. Mitchell, could you please call 4600?
And then we're going to take...
Mrs. Mitchell, 4600. Thank you.
Okay, so again, back to this. So we have the 2 zeros here multiplying by 200. So we take the 13 and the 2 and we multiply those and put that number right out in front here. And so what we get is the 2 times 13 is 26. So our answer of 200 times 13 would be 2,600. It's a large number, but done a lot faster. So now we have 200 times 0.8. This number is less than 1, so our answer is going to be less than 200. Okay, and we have to know our answer is going to be close to 2,760. So we take the 2 zeros that we have and know, and then we also multiply the 2 and the 8 that we have, which is 16. Now there's one decimal or digit behind the decimal, which means, again, we move the decimal 1 spot in, which means we now have a value of 160. So if we have 2,600 plus 160, we get our total answer of 2760, or 2,760, which again is the same answer that we have seen before. So partial products Less work here because I could just do the addition there and find the answer. A lot more mentally used for that. So that's multiplying decimals with partial products. Smash the like on there so you can continue to see more of these videos, and comment if you have any questions, okay? Have a good one, guys. Boom.